Hello everyone and welcome back to more VlogMail, this time for the month of April.
April.
That is what I said, 2020. We have got, we had quite a few letters of varying topics. Mm-hmm. We had a few nice letters. We also had a wedding invitation. And the featured letter for today is it's just a little long, but it's so unique. And even in the letter, it said that, we didn't have to think about, like sharing it or whatever. And I'm like, no, I would really like to share it because we don't get letters that are like this very often. I know from checking analytics that we have viewers who are in just a very wide group of ages. And it's interesting specifically because this letter talks about Skyrim specifically. And Skyrim is actually one of the series that I've seen some of the demographics skew just a little bit older. Because our normal demographics is like probably the 25-35 range.
Yeah.
Like that's generally where a lot of viewers are. But we do have viewers that are older. So I won't take any more time. Let me just read this because I think you'll find this letter as interesting as I did. Dear Stephen. Also, this is coming from Denise in Spanish Fork, Utah.
Yes.
Now I'll start. Dear Stephen, I've wanted to write this letter for a while now, but every time I start, I get a little bogged down with too much extraneous stuff so that I just stop. So, I'm going to start again, and maybe I won't write everything that's in my head. A little history first. About 15 years ago, I was office manager of a real estate firm, and I would go home on my lunch hour. My son, Greg, would be playing video games, and I would watch. The first one I remember was Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. Sometimes if I was very frustrated with what was going on at work, he'd collect a bunch of Jeeps, park them on a bridge, and then start chucking hand grenades at them. Got some really cool explosions and hucked some Jeeps way up in the air and out off the bridge. It was so fun. We would laugh and laugh. Really helped me manage my frustrations with work. And Greg was a master sniper too. I loved it when he could take out the target from so far away, especially when he could take out the chopper pilot in the air but not too far off the ground so he could steal the chopper. Mercenaries was my favorite game for a long time, still a fave. Then came games like Halo, loved their sticky grenades, Gears of War, Call of Duty, Dead Space, etc. Do you sense a trend here? I joined the military right out of high school, served 5 years, 3 stateside, 2 overseas, back in the early 70s. Showing my age there. I do love explosions and bang-bang shoot-em-ups. And of course, then there was Skyrim. I know, it's not a true bang-bang shoot-em-up, but I love the story. It pulled me in right off the bat. Greg let me help with the character design the first time, and being a cat person, I naturally wanted to play as a Khajiit warrior. Our cat, Buddha, would sleep on my lap while Greg played. It was like he knew that was our game time and his nap time, and hated it when we started without him. Our second time through was as an elf mage, Greg's choice. Loved that game. We did different things throughout each playthrough, so it was like 2 different games. Either way, we didn't cover everything the way you did. So time passes, and Greg goes away to college. When he would come home, I would complain that I didn't have anyone to watch play video games. After suggesting that I learn to play it myself, I can't. I tried. I am totally lousy at it. It takes me 10 times as long to do something as any other gamer. He suggested that I hit YouTube and find someone who plays the games I liked. I had never been on YouTube before. It was a revelation. This was in, I think, 2016, so you already had finished your playthrough. And one of the reasons I picked you out of all the offerings was that you had over 280 episodes. I thought, well, that should last me a while, right? You weren't going to rush through just to be done. I liked your commentary right off. I liked the way you talked to the people watching you and to the characters in the game. It was hilarious. It was like playing with Greg again. I cannot tell you how much watching you play Skyrim meant to me. I absolutely loved every minute. Greg and I never took a companion, so having you take Faendal was a real blast. Loved it. Loved the way you talked to him throughout. And when you added little Breckfleck, it made it even better. I'm just sorry I never got the t-shirt when I had the chance. There were times I even caught myself telling someone, "You just got argyled, son." I was really sad when it was finally over, so I began looking for something else to watch. Greg suggested Fallout 4. Even though I never really liked the Fallout series before, he said I would probably like number 4, so I looked it up and saw that you played Fallout 4. And it was at that time I subscribed to your channel. Sorry it took so long. I was so delighted when you brought in elements of Skyrim into your play. It was really like watching an old friend, and I really enjoyed Fallout 4, much more of a bang-bang shoot-em-up. Give me a fat man. And yes, watching you play both series took a godly amount of time, a couple of years. I had to find someone else to watch when I wanted to revisit Halo and Gears of War because for some reason you did not play those games. I'm sorry, I'm just not into Mario Brothers or Zelda, etc., just not my brand of shotgun shells. But I'm now watching your Assassin's Creed 3, which is really fun, and then maybe I'll check out BioShock 2 or one of the Uncharted games. Side note, and I don't blame you because both Halo and Gears of War were some early projects. They're probably a little harder to find, but we did cover Halo and Gears of War. So if you search the channel for Halo or Gears of War, you'll find it. We only covered the first Gears of War, but we've covered...
a few Halo games.
Yeah, we've covered a few Halo games. And if you like our commentary, you'll probably enjoy them. They're fun. We drive Jeeps off the cliff accidentally. A lot. There are several games I wish you had done, but oh well. I found Christopher odd to play Days Gone, Control, Doom Eternal, etc. He's almost as good as you. Very similar gameplay style, sense of humor, and commentary. And I watched the Rad Brad do a couple of games, but he's nothing like you in odd. He is a lot more coarse. I've noticed that a lot of gamers are that way. Again, not my brand of shotgun shells, you know. I also checked out your first 20. Too bad you didn't play full versions of some of those games. I was interested in a few of them enough to go looking for full playthroughs. Abduction isn't a bang bang, but has some very interesting puzzles, and We Happy Few was very intriguing, and I loved Prey. Anyway, I missed you, so I went back and rewatched Skyrim, still loved it. And then rewatched Fallout 4, and started to hit your vlog every now and then to see if you were really like your gamer personality. I could not watch the vlogs about you losing Sagan. I had just recently had to put our cat, Buddha, down for medical problems related to age, so it was just too soon, too raw. I knew exactly what you guys were going through. But when you quit talking about that, I was able to come back and watch some more. And watching you open and read mail, I was able to get your address and started thinking about writing you and letting you know how much watching you play has meant to me. And everyone likes to hear that they matter in some way, right? I think it's important to let people know when they have made an impact on you. Greg was my last out of the nest, so it helped with empty nest syndrome. Know what I mean? You've kind of become like my video game son. Although I'm not able to support you through Patreon at this time, I wanted to send a little something your way as a token of appreciation for my two favorite Let's Plays. And I know this letter is a little long, so I don't expect you to include it in one of your mail vlogs, and it's nothing like some of the packages you get from all over the world. I'm impressed with your fans, as I'm sure you are too. They are so creative, caring, and generous. I know it takes a lot out of you to do a long Let's Play, but I hope there is another one out there in the future. I'm looking forward to it. From Denise. And Denise also included a token of their appreciation, which you did not have to do, but I appreciate it. Thank you. And I love this letter. I know you said I didn't have to read it, but like, we don't hear a lot from people that are in your age group. But I know they're out there, and I know they're watching because I have the demographic information and I see it. And it's really, really nice to get a letter like this. And it's nice to know that the stuff that we're making is appealing to, you know, a broad range of ages. So I sincerely appreciate the fact that you took the time to write this. I'm so glad you love Skyrim. Skyrim was a labor of love from the very beginning, and I'm sure if you've seen lately, I've been working on releasing new episodes of Fallout to finally finish it up. It's literally just a little tiny dash of Fallout left, and then it's done. But I'm just very happy to hear from you. So I will very much accept the honor of your video game son. And if you haven't already, you know, look up the Gears of War and Halo playthroughs. And we do have another long-term game that we'll be playing at some point. I know you said that you're not super into Zelda, but we are going to be covering Breath of the Wild, which is probably a little closer to Skyrim than some of the other Zelda games.
Yeah, that's what people compare it to.
So if you've skipped out on Zelda in the past, when we finally start covering Breath of the Wild, it might be worth checking out because you might really enjoy it. Also, Mercenaries is a name that I haven't heard in a while. I've never actually personally played Mercenaries. I just remember it being a big deal because it introduced, probably wasn't the first game to do it, but it's one of the first games to do it well, destructible environments. So like buildings and stuff, they could be destroyed. So like it's not just, oh, that building is invincible. It's like, if you shoot it enough or you run a vehicle into it, like you can, you know, bring it down. Anyway, again, thank you. And for everyone else watching, I think you'll see why I wanted to bring that letter, because I just thought it was so, you know, unique and interesting. So thank you for writing in. I appreciate it. Now, we've got quite a few packages, so let's get started.
Our first package is coming from a company. So this was ordered.
Okay.
By someone, of course, not from the company itself. But there's no gift note.
Okay. This is... Okay. It is a PSP copy of Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you. PSP games are an interesting breed. Also, you know what's just occurring to me? The
case felt like a Switch case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not that different. Switch games are actually technically smaller because the UMDs are just little
They're
discs.
so cool, though.
Yeah, they're kind of like cartridge discs because they're tiny discs, but in a
shell.
Mm-hmm. PSP was an interesting system. I actually really loved the PSP. Anyway, I'm not sure who sent this,
No.
but thank you.
Our next package is from another place, another company, and there's paper in here. I don't see a gift note on this,
Okay.
but we have this.
Lovecraft, a look behind the Cthulhu mythos. The background of a myth that has captured a generation. And then this is the Smiths singles. And it's got, it's the singles by the Smiths.
I think I know who this is.
This is How to Disappear by Ann Reddish Stampler.
I think I know who this is, and I have it in my notes. So my note said that there was an album coming in April mail, and it was from Cassie May.
So this is from Cassie May, and the Smiths apparently sound a little bit like They Might Be Giants, which is why I may be interested in hearing them. Mm-hmm. The books threw us off, but then
we found this note from the eBay or the Amazon seller. I was bound for the trash. Jensen Books saved me to use me as packing material to protect your item in transit. Read me, recycle me, do as you please. We all want cleaner oceans and forests filled with trees.
Really interesting idea. So this is what was sent to us, but as packing material, these books came. So these were not what was sent. But now we've got 2 books. I was like, this is a very eclectic collection. Like a guide to Cthulhu and a book about how to disappear. And I'm like, oh, okay. I am not Catherine Davis. I have never lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've never even seen the state of Oklahoma. The fake license just seemed like one more untrue thing just stuffed between me and my past. One more little thing I needed to make it to the age of 17 alive. Anyway, these aren't the things that were sent. Thank you. I've heard, I believe I've actually heard that there was a similarities between the Smiths and They Might Be Giants, but I haven't spent adequate time listening to them, so now I can. Cassie, I appreciate it.
So this package does not have a name or like a place on it.
Okay.
So
maybe there's a note.
There's a note at the very bottom.
Okay. All right, let's see here. This says, hello, Stephen and Mal. Hope you two are doing okay. This is my first time sending you guys mail. I managed to find some Wii games for you before everything shut down. I found one that isn't on your list called Dude's Big Adventure. It appeared to be for the U-Draw tablet and is if Okami were less stylized and a straight platformer. Make sure you open the Brunswick case. It contains the game, the manual, and the GPG stickers for the game. There are also some goodies for Kepler in there. You probably saw one of them on top. Hopefully it hasn't turned into powder. I sent some churro sticks, another Inaba treat, and the freeze-dried catnip chicken treats. All the best to you guys. From Super Nerd Girl 42, Opera Bubbles also says hi. Well, hello to both of you, and I appreciate it. And let's take a look at this Bully Scholarship Edition. I forgot that Bully was released on Wii. Man, I wonder what that plays like. People have been asking for a sequel to Bully for years. So this is Brunswick Pro Bowling, and wow, it's got the stickers inside. Brunswick Pro Bowling. Also, Need for Speed Undercover, Dude's Big Adventure. It is one of the U-Draw games, which requires the U-Draw tablet.
Mm-hmm.
But we have it. We have the tablet. There's actually a surprising number.
There are.
There's like
every time
10,
I see a new one, I'm like, another one.
There's like 10 or 12 of them. I think it'd be very fun if there's lots of U-Draw games in Extra Life for the Wii.
At least one, because I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or more than one. Anyway, you know.
I don't know what it's like.
Well, we also don't get to choose what games
I know,
get played
we don't.
either. People could decide, you know what, this is the year of U-Draw, and we would just be going along for the ride. So this is Churu Sticks.
Yeah. Kepi's had these before.
I like how happy the kitties look on the front. Very excited. There's another one.
There's chicken, there's tuna, there's chicken with scallop.
Chicken with scallop. And then this one
a grilled
is
fillet.
interesting.
It's just a piece of chicken.
Huh. Chicken
And-
fillet grill.
Oh, these. I buy these. I haven't seen them with catnip, but I do buy these just chicken. This one's
Just
two
chicken.
ingredients, chicken and catnip, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I've bought the just chicken ones, and they're only chicken.
Yep. It's just
like no
freeze-dried
additives,
chicken.
nothing else. So Kepler is aware of those, and I think he will go a little crazy for these.
Yeah, I mean that seems likely. He's passed out on my lap.
Yeah, he is.
He just had third meal, so he's like, I'm fed
Food
and
coma.
I'm out. This is all wonderful though. Super Nerd Girl, thank you so much for sending stuff our way.
Our next package is from Megan in Toccoa. I think that's pronounced Georgia. And there's a letter.
I think it's pronounced Georgia. Did you? Never mind. I'm sorry.
Here.
Okay, sure. Hey, Stephen and Mel. I'm really happy that I can finally write to y'all. Let me tell you a little history on how I came to find your channels. I started watching Emil in 2010 and then started watching The Runaway Guys. You then guest starred on their channel when y'all played Four Swords. I've been watching your content ever since. My husband has started watching Stephen Plays too. Eventually I started watching your vlogs and Mal Makes. I've actually gone back to the beginning of the vlogs. There were some fun times back then. I love watching the kiddies on the vlog too. I'm sorry about Sagan. My heart was broken when I found out. It's so crazy how devastated I was when it wasn't even my own cat. We actually have 5 kitties of our own. They're all named after Zelda characters. I always look forward to watching your videos, and Mal's as well. Mal, your paintings are always so beautiful, and you amaze me with what you can do on a canvas. I just recently got on Twitch. I'm still trying to learn how it all works. It's really fun watching it live and being a part of chat. I haven't been able to watch Breakfast Stream live yet due to work. Y'all actually started a conversation in between episodes of Yoshi's Island about food. I had brought up bulgogi. My husband had just made it around that time, and I was happy to hear that y'all have been able to have it too. On to the contents of the box.
Do you know what bulgogi is?
You have to remind me.
We have that at the Polish restaurant. I have it.
Oh, that's the
That's the wrap.
yeah, the wrap thing. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I also like pierogies. And other things, presumably, that end in ogi. On to the contents of the box. I went to a store back in January and found some Wii games for your collection. There may be one duplicate. That will let you know how long I've been trying to send you this package. I haven't been able to see Extra Life live yet. Hopefully I'll be able to see it this year. I can't wait to see what games and paintings y'all do next. Until next time, let's meet back in the next package, shall we? Sincerely, Megan, aka Meg Zelda44 on Twitch. And it also says, P.S. I wrote this a day before Mal's birthday. Happy birthday, Mal!
Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. This is obviously a weird year, but Extra Life is still going to happen. Whether it's a reduced crew, and it's back to me and you, or if it's, the whole gang again, doing it with Chaz and Dan. I'm hopeful for the latter, but, we're still pushing ahead and still trying to collect Wii to get it all ready by late October.
Yep.
Wish us luck. Anyway, so any contributions are certainly helpful. So we've got CSI, Deadly Intent, America's Next Top Model.
Loved that show when I was in college.
We've got The Last Airbender, the M. Night Shyamalan film adaptation, the game adaptation of the film adaptation. You know what I mean. And then All-Star Karate. Slightly disappointed to find out that it doesn't support the balance board. I was like, that seems like it should support the balance board. Also, Dan, can we get a zoom in on this? That's like off-brand Master Roshi right there. Some serious off-brand Master Roshi. This game looks fantastic. Enjoy fun minigames. Catch flies with chopsticks. Tie your belt. Sorry. There's a minigame on here that you just tie your belt and break objects, even fend off an army of ninjas with the optional Wii Motion Plus accessory. Oh, that really puts this in perspective of where it is in the timeline.
Yeah.
Because eventually they started creating the Wii remotes that had it just built in, but this is back when it was its own accessory.
And it's optional for this.
Yeah. Interesting. Compatible with... Oh, that also dates it. Megan, this is wonderful. I sincerely appreciate the help, and I'm glad that you've been enjoying watching. Our final package for today is actually 2 packages. We have got packages from Calvin and Bick, but one's addressed to me, and one's addressed to Mal, so we've opened them at the same time, and we're just gonna proceed from that. We're just kind of continue to open them.
Oh boy.
And see where this goes. Wow. So, oh, I think I have yours. Do I have yours? Mine says Mal. So this is probably yours, and that's probably mine.
You want to switch?
Yes. Or I will reveal things that are for you.
Nah.
Oh, okay. So I just opened up my card, and it says, "Happy birthday."
And mine says, "Birthday greetings with fancy cakes."
So these are, that's why there's 2 different packages. These are birthday packages. And mine says, "Dear Steven, don't forget your best wishes. Happy belated. Hope your town in Animal Crossing becomes what you want." From Calvin.
Mine says,
Thank you.
"Dear Mal, wishing you a wonderful, probably belated birthday, even in these uncertain times. In this box, you will find many items, including tea and honey from local vendors, some kitchen towels, cute matching kitchen mitten, I tried to say kitten, and pot holder, yummy snacks, some new ones and old favorites, adorable stationaries, a wrap present. Can you spot what is extra special about it? We hope you like/enjoy your birthday box. Stay healthy and safe. Take care."
Aw. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, there's these are big boxes too. Like, I
Yes.
don't know if we showed they're large. We'll just take turns picking stuff out.
Sure.
Why don't you start?
Well, the first thing I have on top is kitchen towels with kitties, and then the
Very
oven mitts,
cute.
and then a hot pad. And these are adorable.
Very cute.
I
love
really
it.
like them.
I've got, these are Pocky Chocolate. Got a big old pack of Pocky Chocolate.
I have Neapolitan Truffles.
Here is, oh snap, I love these. This is the crispy crunchy okra from Trader Joe's. They're just big stalks of like
Dried okra.
dried okra. I love them. I think I may have I had them on the vlog before?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. I've eaten them. They're very good.
Fudge swirl chocolate.
Very nice. I've got hazelnut. These are so good.
Oh, look at these kitty paper clips.
Oh, those are cute.
Super cute.
Oh, you woke up. You heard kitty. Is that
You're
it?
a kitty cat piece.
This is a Tyrol chocolate. Tirol. I'm not exactly. It says chocolate candy piece. It's Japanese, so it's probably delicious.
I got some more stationery stuff. Post-its, these little tabs, and then also there's a tracing pad. So like you use this with a Tetris to like make little bubbles and stuff and like dividers. I don't have one of these.
Oh, well that's
so
cool.
and they're all kitty stuff.
Also, the overall thing is kitty shaped.
Yes.
It's got the little
This is great.
cat ears. I've also got, what's this?
Oh, my pen fell.
Oh, that's cool. Llamas Unleashed, an Unstable Unicorns game.
So can it play with it?
I think it's a separate
Okay.
game? It says from the creators of Unstable Unicorns. Yeah, I don't think it's like a expansion.
Maybe
I think
it's like a reskinning.
Maybe. Unstable Unicorns is great. We were sent Unstable Unicorns by Calvin and Bick some time ago. And it's actually one of the more fun card games I've played. One warning I would give to folks is that on the front of Unstable Unicorns, and this as well, it says 2 to 8 players. And if you play with a lot of people, it's going to take a long time. It's a really great card game for like 4 people.
Yeah.
But will it support 8? It will.
It just takes a
It's
lot
just gonna take it. It
longer.
exponentially increases. But yeah, Unstable Unicorns is a really super cool deck building game, and I highly recommend it. Haven't played this, but if it's from the same creators, it's probably equally as good.
There's a wooden cat puzzle.
That's cute.
Isn't that cool?
I haven't seen a wooden puzzle in a long time.
Yeah.
So I've got some shirts here. This is Link to the Past. Yeah, got a Link to the Past shirt here. Kep is still passed out on my lap. Very, very cool. I need to actually beat Link to the Past. I have never done it. Gotten close, never finished it.
This is interesting. It's a Diatomaceous Earth coaster, which is interesting because Diatomaceous Earth is a natural pest repellent, so it's really interesting because it's very drying to bugs. So this says it will dry naturally over time and absorb water. So like if you have condensation...
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Sorry, that was like, that's like a $10 word, and I'm like, diatomaceous. What does it mean? I don't know.
That's
I'm not
cool.
sure. Let's see. I've got a 100% dark chocolate bar
With almond and sea salt?
with almond and sea salt. See, that's interesting because it's got extra stuff in it, as well as a Crunky Crunch chocolate
With corn.
with corn
chocolate.
corn chocolate.
I have some tea, a loose leaf herbal that has like ginger and peppermint, and then a loose leaf green
Cool.
that has like
cool.
some lemongrass in it.
So much tea. I love tea. I also have another thing here. This is a Taco Bell shirt, the classic logo.
Oh, that's cool.
That is a very cool shirt. I love it. You know, Mel, 1962. Never mind.
I have mini Lego.
Petite blocks. Very cute.
kitties.
Very, very cute.
These are from Daiso.
Aw.
Daiso.
You'll have fun putting those together and putting them up on your little.
I will. I'm putting
your
them on
little
my
shelf.
shelf.
I have got. Oh my goodness! What is this? It's Tetris. It's like a little arcade version.
It is.
Classic arcade gameplay, music and sound effects. Arrange and stack Tetraminos to make complete lines. Complete 10 levels to move to the next level. Marathon style play with 15 levels. Official Tetris product. Wild.
I have some jade chocolates because they send us those sometimes.
Yep.
Which is a San Francisco chocolate company. I ordered some of their truffles for Rhonda for her birthday because Calvin and Bick introduced us to their stuff.
Yep.
And I love the chocolate covered mangoes.
Yep,
There's also
they're
the
good.
ginger, which you like a lot. And they sent some chocolate bars, and this one especially I love. It's the espresso one
They're
with
really,
cardamom, and this one
really
has
good.
tea in it.
They're really good chocolate.
Yeah, they are.
And the thing I like about that specifically is that it's unusual. Like there's these like interesting infused flavors.
like lemongrass in some of them.
One of
and-
my favorite things about food is trying things that are unusual. You know, like weird combinations of stuff that you wouldn't normally try, and that's one of the things I like about that.
Washi tape. Sorry.
No, go
It's
ahead.
your turn. Washi tape. Cat washi tape.
Val likes washi tape. She really likes washi tape. I have got a strawberry Coke.
Oh, cool.
Kep's like, what is that? Pull this off here. It's got a little sleeve. There we go. It's like perfectly designed for that too. It's a strawberry Coke. It's a Coke, but it tastes like strawberry. I don't believe I've ever had this. I've had peach Coke.
That's Japanese.
Well, yeah. I'm aware of that,
I'm
but
saying you wouldn't normally get it here.
yeah, but you know, I don't think even in the Coke freestyle machines they don't let you do strawberry.
I don't know. I always get raspberry.
I don't think they let you do strawberry. Anyway, cool.
And I bet it's super strawberry because it's Japanese.
Yep, and they like that a lot.
I have
Put that
some
down
other
there.
chocolate bars. 100% dark,
Yep.
70%, and this is different company. And then Orangella with orange nuggets.
That's a lot of chocolate. Ooh, I've also got some Jade chocolates in here. Dragon's Breath, which is...
Ooh, that one was good too.
Which has the chili pepper in it. Kuro Genmai, which is roasted brown rice. And Krakatoa.
That's the pepper one.
Which is black pepper and lemongrass.
Yes, that one I liked a lot too.
Again, they're just really interesting chocolates. They're really good. What you got there?
Strawberry chocolate. I'm trying to read the back to see if it had any other thing else, but it's strawberry chocolate.
Okay. I've got something in here, tiny little, it's wrapped up, I guess to keep it safe. Try and open this up to see if I can get to it. What are you? Oh, this is cute. Look at this, man.
Oh, it's like...
Look at those.
little chopstick rests, I think.
I think they're chopstick rests.
They're curved. You couldn't really put any liquid in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're little. Yeah, I believe those are little chopstick rests.
And they look like our babies.
They do look like our babies. This one looks like Sagan. This one looks like Kepi. I love it. I love it. That's you. You're still passed out, but it's you. Let me put these over here. They're a little safer.
Yeah. I have some Melty Kiss chocolates.
Melty Kiss are good. And if you just want to go ahead and finish up, I'm at my.
You're at your last one? Okay.
I'm at my last thing.
I have some tea drops, and I think these come from Jade Chocolate too.
Are they?
Or they made them at some point too. But they're you kind of just drop them in and let them dissolve in their tea.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few of those. There's citrus ginger, turmeric, chai, and sweet peppermint. And then there's also some strawberry peach Pocky. So
infusion of two different flavors.
Like maybe the stick is one and then the chocolate is another?
Maybe. And you also got something there.
Oh, there's two. Oh no.
Oh, those aren't like those.
No,
are
those are small.
Jams?
Maybe.
Or condiments of some
Let's
sort?
see.
What are those?
Honey. That's right. They said honey.
Oh yeah, honey.
Natural honey, unheated, pure, unfiltered.
Ooh.
Another one. Oh, they're from different places. That's why they're different colors. So this is a Bay Area blend. Wild West wildflower. Because, like, the honey will look different based on the flowers the honeybees go for.
I see.
So this one's Marin wildflower honey.
Okay.
And then infused lavender honey.
Wow.
So that's really cool.
Really cool color on that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can kind of see that, especially in the light.
I like to eat honey on my Southern biscuits. And sometimes I leave the honey out that we have from the store, like the plain honey. And sometimes I'll just take a little bit. And Steven's like, did you just take a shot of honey?
Mal has actually done that on multiple occasions. Well, she will walk by the honey container and open it up and shoot honey into her mouth, put it down, and go about her business as if it didn't happen. But I know. I watched her do it. Anyway.
There's some more towels, and it says, a house is not a home without a cat.
Aw.
And aren't they cute?
They're
like
very
just
cute.
like the little illustration of them. And then taco towels.
I love it.
And
I also love tacos.
I have something wrapped, so.
Okay. And the final thing I had in here was, it took up a lot of space. It's the Dragon Ball Z Power-Up board game. Multi-level game board. And there's all the different characters. Join Goku and his friends as you power them up the board while challenging other players to gather the most Zenny and reach Shenron at the top. Unlock powers hidden under Dragon Balls to help you power up your team, but beware as other players try to sabotage your chances of being the universe's top player. Cool.
That reminds me of 1001 Dalmatian game. 101.
101.
101.
That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah. I had a board game.
10,000 golden retrievers.
And it was really 3D like that. Like there was a lot of elements that stood up and stuff. Mm-hmm. That reminds me of that.
When I was a kid, I had a Donkey Kong Country board game. That was a real thing. I miss it. I wish I still had it. And it also was like a 3-dimensional type thing, and it was really, really cool. So, yeah. I think I had the 101 Dalmatian board game too.
Yeah.
I don't recall that one as much, probably because I probably played the Donkey Kong Country one more. So go ahead and open your last thing here.
It's wrapped.
It's your birthday.
I know. Katana comics.
Aw, Mal loves these.
I follow. Oh my God! It's signed. That's so cool.
It says to Mal. Aw.
I know they had been doing book signings because I follow them on Instagram.
That's so cool.
So that's really cool.
Katana comics are they're just very wholesome looks at daily, day-to-day life.
In a relationship.
And they're nice. They're nice. I think especially with, with how the world has been this year, having something that you can read and makes you feel good is a positive influence in life. So, yeah, Mal loves reading the Katana comics, and she's always sending them
Yeah,
to
I
me.
did send them to Steven.
I am not a regular reader, but Mallory sends them to me all the time, and it was like, look, this is like us. And I'm like, it is like us. Anyway, Calvin and Big, thank you. This was extremely sweet.
It was very sweet.
We are surrounded by chocolate. There's so much chocolate, so much other amazing stuff here, so thank you. Really appreciate it. You've made our birthday special. To everyone who sent stuff in, thank you. Sincerely appreciate it. If you're watching now and you'd like to learn how you can send stuff in, you just go to the description. There's a link. Mail releases are a little weird in 2020, but we are still doing them every month. It's just a matter of when will you get it, and we go, I don't know. But they do release. They do release. We've been taking our time a little bit on them to give Dan a little extra time to be socially distanced.
Yeah.
Probably the best way of putting that, but we'll get through them. And we certainly appreciate everyone taking the time to send stuff our way. Thanks again for watching. And we'll see you next month for another VlogMail.